now it's time to get number 9 active. We talked about this. You get drafted 12 overall. You have people move up to go get you. You get back. You get in shape. You've come back from everything that you've dealt with, whether it was an ACL, whether it was the gambling situation. You're back now. Like, we drafted you. It's time to go. It's time to get him implemented into the system, because as you see, this is a crucial time for the Detroit Lions. Like, this is a team that still has everything they want in front of them. We'll get to talk about where they're ranked currently right now in the NFC's landscape in the picture, but they got everything in front of them. And now it's time for that guy that you saw have 1,500 yards at Alabama. You saw take the top off against Georgia and LSU and other national championship teams. The guy in which every time you know why you draft him. Now it's time to give him a chance to show you if he can be that. That's the big thing we want, right, Miles?
Oh, yeah.
We want him to give him a chance to see if he can be that before we get everybody talking about what he can't do, what he can't be, and to move on. Let's give him a chance.
I'll tell you what, I saw a 2-minute highlight video. ESPN College Football put it out on Twitter. It was him, Alabama, doing everything. I'm ready to see this guy return kicks, return punts. First, I wanted to take it easy with him. He's our toy, but I'm ready to just put him out there. I want to see what he can do. You know, I know Khalif Raymond and we got other guys returning stuff, other great special team players. Put this kid out there, because what I saw on the video, that's what I want. That's what I drafted at 12. Put him out there and let him run.
Everybody says wide receiver. You know, you look at Jameson Williams and it's take the top off. Like, that's why everybody here in Detroit is excited. So then when he's not taking the top off, when he's not having the success in the areas in which he thought he was, everybody now has comments around, well, all he knows how to do is take the top off. All he knows how to do is run slant routes. I wish he would learn how to run other routes. Well, when we saw him watch a comeback 2 weeks ago, we had Dan Miller on the show, which we'll have. You saw when he put his foot in the ground, how far back that defensive back ran after that play. We've seen him run routes at Alabama, run the big dig route, run the dig route, run the basic route, run the post corner route, it's a ping route. It's a ping concept with the dig on the inside, the post on the outside. We saw him run that that combo of a play. He can run routes. The Detroit Lions just have to feel comfortable putting in that situation to run those routes. So throw him out there. If you've seen it already, let the guy run those routes. It's not something like, well, we got to see if he can do it on this level. Give him a chance to show you guys why you drafted him 12th overall 2 years ago, and let's rock and roll. This is a perfect time and the perfect part of our schedule to get him involved.
And it would be nice if Jameson Williams could get involved too a little bit and take some of this pressure off of Amon-Ra St. Brown as well. We think, we take Amon-Ra St. Brown for granted. I think we do here in Detroit. In the last 2 games, Bray, 25 catches, 225 yards, and a touchdown. That's incredible stuff. And we just sit here and take it for granted. He's on a pace right now, Bray. He's got 17 consecutive games in which he's played where he's had 40 or more yards receiving. That is the longest current stretch in the NFL, and that is the longest current stretch in the NFL by 3 games. This guy has been tremendous.
That's amazing. At the same time, that doesn't speak well about your offense, that you got to rely so heavily on one guy. You got to rely on Amon-Ra St. Brown to get you over. You saw last week, no David Montgomery. It didn't look the same. It didn't look the same. So Jameson Williams, he has to come in with Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's got to take some of the pressure off Amon-Ra in this offense, and they got to be able to start bouncing some things off other people, not just Amon-Ra St. Brown. You can't lose 36-6 or 38-6, and then the answer be, well, David Montgomery wasn't there, which is true. David Montgomery, he is the offense in terms of what we like to do. We know the big uglies up front, they're our main staple. David Montgomery, the way he was running, it opens up Sean Laporta, it opens up Jared Goff to play action pass. We know this. But the rhetoric can't be when David Montgomery doesn't play, well, we didn't have David Montgomery. Because you got other guys that can play too. And so now it's time for a Jameson Williams to step up. It's time for Ben Johnson to remember that Sam Laporta is a damn good tight end. And you got to learn, hey, Jahmyr Gibbs is here too. It may have been garbage yards, but ain't no such thing as garbage yards in the NFL once you start getting the confidence going. Jahmyr Gibbs saw himself in that end zone. Now he knows he can see himself in the end zone in the NFL. Now it's time to get cracking.